Hey, today is Wednesday, November 29th, 2023, and I thought I would start a little video blog about my upcoming journey. I think it's maybe important for me just to get this out and talk about it. And so 2 days ago, I received a phone call from my doctor that it was on the 27th of November 2023 that I have breast cancer. And I can't even, it's so surreal to even say those words, really. Just, I have what? I have, they call it, it's invasive ductal carcinoma, which is apparently extremely common breast cancer. More than 80% of cases are diagnosed as invasive ductal carcinoma, and it's grade 3. I don't have any other tests. They say that there's no lymphovascular invasion, which is apparently good because that means that they don't think it's spread to the lymph nodes. I saw the ultrasound report today of the lymph nodes, and they came back normal, so that's good. I won't know anything yet until I see my surgeon oncologist, which will happen on Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. And his name is Dr. Kallenberg, and he came highly recommended, and apparently he's one of the best of the best in the field. I'm going to adjust this camera down just a bit. Okay, there. I know it kind of squeaks. I think that's from being in the BVI. I need to clean these things, and oops, sorry about that. Okay, anyway, let me adjust this a little more. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, that's as good as it's going to get for now. Otherwise, it's going to be weird. So, anyway, I have been on this journey with this breast. Gosh, that's terrible, actually. Sorry, guys. That's terrible. Okay. With this left breast for the last couple of years, and there was an area that was kind of suspicious, and then I had gone back in 2020 and then 2021 for several diagnostic mammograms, several ultrasounds, workups. We didn't get an ultrasound on that area, and at the time, they thought it was a lipoma. And so then, sorry, I have a cold today, so on top of everything. So then, in 2022, I had my annual screening mammogram, and they came back with no issues. I have dense breasts, which a lot of women have, so that it's possible that it was masked, covered. Let's see if I can get this a little more less wonky. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, it's not so important. Anyway, they really just said, okay, monitor it. And so apparently, this year, I had my annual screening mammogram in October, which I always have been very religious. And but before that, over the summer, I probably started to feel that area growing a little bit, but I didn't think too much about it because I'm prone to lipomas. I have them all over my body, thanks to my mother. They're hereditary, and I hate them. And they grow, and especially as I gain weight, they grow. But if I lose weight, they don't get any smaller, which that's not fair. Anyway, so I just thought, well, it's a lipoma, it's just growing, and I didn't really think very much about it. It wasn't really very big, and I thought, well, if there's anything, I'm almost due for my mammogram, so we'll see what's going on. So I had my mammogram in October, and then we went on our trip to the 20th anniversary to the BVI, and then on the trip, I received a phone call from the doctor's office and said that they had, that I needed more imaging. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been down this road before, right? And I mean, years ago I had a breast lift and I had scar tissue, so they've always called me back for that. But this was in the left breast, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's the same area, and all right, fine, what they did a couple of years ago. So I didn't, yeah, okay, great. So I came back, and it took about a month really to get in to the for the diagnostic mammogram, which is what I thought we were going to do. So I go there and I said, aren't we going to do a diagnostic mammogram? She goes, no, we're going to do an ultrasound. And she said, if the doctor feels like he needs to do a diagnostic mammogram, he'll do that, but we're going to do the ultrasound first. So, and she's all serious. And I'm like, okay. So she does that. And there was apparently an area in the right breast that they were concerned about, but they said it was a sebaceous cyst. So that's not a problem. So the left breast was, they actually even took images or sonogram images of my lymph nodes, which they never had done that before. And I'm thinking, okay. And I'm looking at the screen, and you're really trying to look and interpret it, and it's stupid. So anyway, she says, let me show this to the doctor. And so he comes back in and he tells me, he says, well, the right breast, you were called back for these two reasons. He says, I'm not concerned, but on the left breast, I want you to get an ultrasound, a biopsy. And I said, oh, well, they said it was a lipoma, and that's the same area that, oh yeah, but well, but that's fine. And I said, well, here are my images from that during that time. And he downloaded them, and he says, well, my opinion hasn't changed. He was a little bit arrogant. And at first I thought, what a jerk, and okay, fine. So, and he showed me the mammogram, and I thought, well, I have dense breasts, and I couldn't really see much, of course. But anyway, he said, okay, so they set me up for the following week, which was November 15th. See what that was. It was like a Wednesday and a Wednesday. That was a November 15th. Yeah. So, so I went in, and, I'm not really worried, but they are very serious, and I'm thinking, well, okay, maybe just take it serious. And they did the biopsy, didn't hurt. They took 4 samples, and I am thinking to myself the whole time, well, this is why I'm doing all this, hopefully I get, if there is something, then I get an early diagnosis. And so I leave there, and now I really start, probably both of us, my husband and I, Vat and I, really start to worry, and we start to, think of, okay, worst case scenario, and the worst is going to happen. And I come home, and I'm not really in pain. It's just a little discomfort. And so we had to wait almost 2 weeks for those biopsy results because of the Thanksgiving holiday. And that was really fucking torture because we had to put everything on hold. We had to, hold on, I think that, there we go. Yeah. We had to put everything on hold. People were waiting for us to make decisions. We didn't want to tell anybody yet. Until we knew something, because we don't want to worry people. Other things that we were going to do, everything was on hold, waiting for these results. But in the meantime, it was just torture, waiting, carrying my phone with me, waiting. Am I going to get the phone call today? Where am I? Oh my goodness. Just everything about it was just the worst. So yeah, so finally I called Monday morning, and I said, hey, I'm waiting, and I really want to know if these results come in. So yes, of course, my doctor calls me, and, I'm very sorry. And so, of course, all these things we're thinking about all kinds of reasons and why it happened. And I just think it's just the luck of the draw. I started menstruating very early in my life. I never had kids, never breastfed, obviously. And I did take hormones, but I don't attribute that to hormones. But my cancer is estrogen positive, so, which is probably a good thing. Like I said, I'll know more of the pathology once it comes back. And but I've had to stop all of my hormone treatment, all my bioidentical hormone treatments and everything. So the first thing I think about is my hair, of course. If I have chemo and I'm going to lose my hair, and I'm very vain in that way. I've always loved my hair, but my husband's like, you want hair, you want your life. Well, of course I want my life. And so I don't have much else to say. I think I just wanted to start this process, and we'll just see next week. So I'm trying to just do normal this week and take care of stuff. There's still business that has to we have to do. Life goes on. So I'm very thankful to have a wonderful family and friends, and more importantly, a rock of a husband who's I know is really going to help me get through all of this. So I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, so I won't know much more. I'm not in panic. I'm more in like, okay, now let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's find out what it is and let's tackle it. And in my normal type A Deborah personality way that I do things, which is always how I've attacked anything like that, any challenge. So everybody says so far that I've told, oh, you're so strong. You're the strongest woman I know. You're so strong. You're so strong. Okay, let's get that strength is all I can say. But as I go through this process, I will have more videos and update, and so we'll see what happens after I have the appointment with the surgeon. I mean, chances are I will have surgery. I'm almost 100% sure, and probably a mastectomy. And so then we'll just go from there. So as soon as I know more, I will do another video. All right. Well, thanks for listening. I don't want anybody to worry. I'm not really worried. Not really. There's no sense in worrying. It doesn't do any good. I just have to just take action. And that's and just my thought is keep up with your mammograms. The hope is that we caught it early enough, and it looks like the lymph nodes were not engaged. But again, I'm not a pathologist, and I will know all of that next week. So I'll update you guys then. All right, bye.